Oh, but shaming never works. So what? What else works? Why are you fat right now? Why aren't you doing something about it? Did your mom encourage you? Did your dad? No, poor you. Who cares if they did? Coach Greg, in today's video, I'm going to be reacting to an episode of Jubilee, Jacked Men versus Fat Men, of which I happen to be a part of. And in today's question, they asked,
fitness culture can be toxic. Agree or step forward?
And so everybody, all the fat guys, all the jacked guys, all came to agreement and said, yes, the fitness industry can in fact be a very toxic place.
There's so many images online of people that post in like the best lighting, the societal norm of like what's good, and it even like affects me because I'll see people and I'm like, oh, I look like garbage compared to that.
And so the first thing we'll discuss is that the images on social media can lead to unhealthy, unrealistic body expectations. The downlighting, the photoshopping, the fancy pictures, people making themselves look better than they really are, it leads to unrealistic expectations for everyone. This puts pressure on people to make them feel like they're inadequate. And when you're seeing the top 1% of the top 1%, everybody, and I do mean everybody, is going to feel inadequate.
There's a lot of, misinformation online when it comes to like how to get fit, how to stay in shape, and a lot of people are monetizing it.
The next thing is that there is so much misinformation on the internet. People are on purpose misleading you. There's guys like Edibu saying you should only be eating a carnivore diet, that you're eating fruits, it's sugar, and it's bad for your body. And so no one knows what to do. No one knows what diet to follow. There are even people that are trying to tell you that it's not calories in, calories out. And so what chance does the average person have?
Hey, it's all about balance, and like Greg's the same way. I know I felt like, I watch a lot of his videos. That is the correct approach to like making a plan that's not super restrictive.
And so when I explain that it's as simple as this, calories in, calories out, that you eat a balanced diet, a realistic diet, one that you can follow for the rest of your life, people are thinking, no, it can't be that simple. And so, for example, when I write a book on fat loss and how to lose weight, keep it off for the rest of your life, the Circle Diet book, and I have a 200 calorie recipe book of which you can follow the recipes. They're tasty, delicious, high volume meals with lots of protein. People are thinking, no, there's no way it could be that simple. They're thinking, no, the answer is you cut out carbs. The answer is you don't ever eat any sugar. Or no, just eat in a specific anabolic window. Anything to go against what actually is going to help you to lose weight. And so the average viewer, they're thinking, well, I don't know what to believe. Greg, on the one hand, is saying one thing, but this guy is saying another. And so who's actually being honest? And so to me, it seems simple. Just listen to me. But to other people, they don't know if I'm telling the truth, if someone else is telling the truth. And so when you're the average viewer, you have no idea what to believe. And so to those people, I tell you, watch everything, read everything, be proactive. Take ownership of this. You have the responsibility of learning what is best for your own body. And so channels like mine and others are going to help you, but in the end, you're the one that decides what you're going to eat, what exercise you're going to do, and what you put into your own body. And so if you choose to be fat, that's right, obesity is in fact a choice. It's on you.
Understand that fitness is a lot more sustainable and easier than people think it is, which is why I make fun of fat people so much, because it really is simple and it comes down to numbers and tracking your calories.
And so Myron is saying, look, I make fun of fat people because it's so easy. But here's the thing, people don't like being made fun of. And so although he has a point, getting in shape is actually easy. It's simple. People are trying to overcomplicate things. But here's the answer. You eat less calories than you burn, and you're going to lose weight. It really is that simple. And so if you're blaming not losing weight on you followed the wrong diet, that you just have a slow metabolism, that it's their fault, her fault, his fault, your coach's fault, it's on you. You are a professional victim. And although you don't want to hear it, here's the truth. I'm going to tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. Being obese is a choice. Your choice, you chose it. Not saying it was an easy choice, but is in fact a choice. In comparison, I'm 5'6" and I would love to be 6 feet tall. I can't, no matter what I do, no matter what I eat, no matter how hard I train, I can't be 6 feet tall. And although I could get surgeries to cut my bones and make me taller, I can't just want it bad enough. But if you're 500 pounds and you want to lose weight, all you need to do is either eat less or move more. It's your choice. When I burn off 1,100 calories in an hour during that bike race, I can eat now 1,100 calories and I'm not going to gain any weight. Why? Because calories in, calories out. And so if you're obese and you're blaming that factor on anyone else other than yourself, well, I got news for you. It's your frigging fault.
This is why I have no sympathy for fat people, because it really is simple.
But that right there is what keeps guys like us out of getting into fitness.
Really? That's your excuse? Imagine if I never trained at the gym because people put me down. If people make fun of me and said, Coach Reg, you're not very good at Spanish. You can't learn as fast as other people. And if I say, oh, you're right, I'm not going to study, that's on me.
Shouldn't it do the opposite, though?
No one
How
wants to
come?
be told they're a piece of
If
shit.
I was being made fun of all the time for being short, I'd wear shoe lifts to be taller.
Let me explain this. Like, shaming rarely works.
True, I agree with you. But in the end, do you know what works? You decide what works. You do. 100 people every single day can call you a fatso, a fat piece of shit, a worthless human being, and you can look at those 100 people and say, fuck you, I'm going to the gym. To the same extent, 100 people can say, you can do it. I believe in you. Get out there and exercise, and you can choose to sit on your fat friggin' ass and do nothing. And so in the end, is it what other people tell you? Of course not. How many people do you think told me you need to study harder than last time in university? How many people do you think said, Coach Reg, you need to put out 2 videos a day. You need to go on the bike and exercise. You need to train for 3 hours to get ready for that bodybuilding competition. You need to do this. You need to do that. No one. I'm the one that did it. I did all of it. And so I'm not going to give anyone else credit for any of my successes or my failures because in the end, it's up to me. I decide. And so if you're sitting there and you're a friggin' lazy, fat piece of friggin' shit, why don't you get off your ass and move? Oh, Coach Reg said I'm a lazy, fat piece of shit. Well, do something about it. Oh, but shaming never works. So what? What else works? Why are you fat right now? Why aren't you doing something about it? Did your mom encourage you? Did your dad? No, no, poor you. Who cares if they did? You're the one that's going to decide if you give a shit about living on this earth. And so if you want to throw away your life 20 plus years because you want to eat ice cream and friggin' Doritos, then that's on you. There's tens of thousands of people that hate Myron for telling it like it is. Perhaps he's not empathetic. He's not saying it with any tact. I've also had several hate messages. You're a horrible human being comparing me to a cook, to a book, because I'm telling people that obesity is a choice.
So what I think we need to do on this side of the table is to make those things more accessible, like you said.
And so I disagree with all of this. I respect Eric. I respect his opinion. But listen, all this information is out there. I have almost 3,500 videos. And if you watch even half of those, you would know exactly what to do. You can bitch, moan, complain. But if you spent 6 hours reading this book while walking on a friggin' treadmill, you would know more than 99% of social media influencers. 99%, 6 hours of your time while walking on the friggin' treadmill. And so if you read that book, even without the friggin' cookbook, you can get either or. I would, of course, suggest you get both. You get the book and you eat perhaps 1 meal a day from the cookbook. Most of the meals have half the calories of your regular meals. And so rather than eating that lasagna or that burger, fries, and so on, you replace it with one of the meals here. It's going to have half the calories. And so why does that work? Well, because when you're in a calorie deficit, you automatically lose weight. Does that make it simple enough? And on top of that, got close to a 50-page free diet and training program.
Oh, Greg, he's just a money grab. He doesn't do anything for us. It's a free diet and training program. It's close to 50 pages long. And it's not even just one. And this took months to create. It's got different calorie levels for various individuals, depending on your own individual needs.
And so you get the free diet and training program, of which close to 100,000 people have gotten already. And you follow it. It's that simple. Got it?
So many people waste time, let's say, doing so much excess cardio where strength training should be the main component.
The easiest way to lose weight and keep it off for the rest of your life is cardio. I burn off 1,100 calories in an hour. Imagine if you could put in an hour of cardio every single day. Do you know how many calories you could burn? Well, some of you 1,100, some of you more. Obviously, most of you less. It takes time, progressive overload to get to this level. But if you do a lot of cardio and you get good at it, you burn so many calories that you're going to be elite so much more. It's so much easier to be in a deficit by doing cardio than it is from lifting weights. There's no way you're burning off 1,100 calories from lifting weights. And even with all that extra muscle, your metabolism isn't going to go up by 1,100. But if you do cardio and you get good at it, well, the sky's the friggin' limit.
Adding value and decreasing time and decreasing the amount of effort is going to give you guys so much more emphasis or ability to achieve the results.
Sounds like he's saying we got to make y'all get lazy. The answer is you need to increase effort and increase time. Too many people spend most of their days sitting on your ass. How many hours a day do you spend scrolling on your phone, looking at mindless reels, trying to learn about whatever information, going to TikTok University, basically uneducating yourself? Spend 1 hour less on your phone and 1 hour more in the gym. And it doesn't even need to be the gym. It could be outside going for a walk. Walking, for most people, it's actually free.
Well, it's because the fitness industry overcomplicates it so that they can monetize it. So,
So what, is that their fault?
No, it's not their fault. But what is their fault is they're freaking lazy. Oh, Coach Greg, you're a horrible person for saying that they're lazy. Well, aren't they? If you're sitting on your ass all day long, watching TV, scrolling your phone, not doing cardio, not eating healthy, not preparing healthy meals, what are you? Just because you do the basic necessities of life doesn't mean you're not lazy. You think that hundreds of years ago, people worked a 9-to-5 job and then sat back and relaxed watching the TV? People in today's society have no idea what actual effort looks like. They have it so easy, and the easier to have it, the easier they want it. And so because people have gotten lazy, lack discipline, that is why society has become so much grossly overweight.
I would never, ever take advice from you. To get that advice or to gain that knowledge because of whatever this disposition it is that you have going on.
You don't like Myron, he pisses you off, he's putting you down, he's insulting. I get it, you don't like him. So what? You're gonna remain fat just to despite Myron? How is that helping you? How does that get back at Myron? I'm not listening to you, Myron. I'm going to remain morbidly obese and take 20 years off my life. Why do you prove Myron wrong?
You have this perspective about the world around you that I think is kind of really warped, and I don't understand why. It's why we're literally sitting here today having this discussion.
We're not literally sitting here having discussion because of what Myron is saying. We're literally sitting here having discussion because you're morbidly obese. If you weren't morbidly obese, you'd be sitting on the other side. Do you get it?
I operate on what's real. And the reality is that the world is a much colder and harder place than you think it is.
And so what's ideal is we're all in shape no matter what. Healthy at every size. Everyone, no matter what you look like, everyone is treated equally. In the real world, this is not true. When you're a beautiful woman, you're a 10. Easy to find a high-value man. The real world doesn't give a shit about how you feel. It works with what is real. And what is real is when you're morbidly obese, you're going to have several disadvantages in this world, as well as you're not going to live as long on it.
Has something happened to you to confirm that observation that you have?
No, I mean, I just live in objective reality, and objective reality isn't as nice as you think it is.
He doesn't need to draw value on himself. He watches what other people say. Now remember, this is on camera. This is live. There's cameras rolling. People are trying to be on their best behavior. Myron doesn't give a shit. He's just going to be himself. Myself, I don't give a shit. I'm going to be myself. But truth be told, when people are behind closed doors, in secret, in private, when no one else is listening, that is when they say what they really think. And what people really think is that when they see someone who's 6 or 7 or 800 pounds, they don't see them the same way as when they see someone who's fit. Sorry, this is the truth, and if you hate me for it, you hate me for it.
These are the conversations that people have behind closed doors, but they don't want to say out loud because for fear of cancellation, for fear of coming off as an asshole, etc.
Remember, I don't make the rules, and as Myron's saying, people are not speaking the truth for fear of cancellation. Oh, ask a girl, will you date someone with a dad bod? Do you care about looks? Does it matter how tall they are? No, I don't care as long as they're nice. It's what's on the inside that counts. Do you really think that's what the girls are thinking when she's checking out the guy at the bar who's 6'2" and makes $1 million a year? They're not approaching the guy who's 5'4", 400 pounds with a wonderful personality. They're not.
The shame attitude has kept a lot of people out of it. I've been doing fad diets since I was 12 years years old, I was put on Weight Watchers. I did Atkins, I did paleo, I did everything you could possibly imagine.
And so he's either on one extreme or another. He can't just have the cookbook and eat some meals that are healthy and have balance. Just follow a healthy plan. No, it's all or nothing. It's 400 calories a day with diet pills or eating and drinking whatever he wants. It's all about balance.
Not until I started following other influencers that were more proactive based on, I want to be around for my daughter for as long as I possibly can be.
But yet he's sitting here over 300 pounds. And so if he really has changed, why is he not losing weight? And is he really going to use the excuse of, well, other people are shaming him, so he's not going to lose weight? Imagine if I said I'm going to retire from YouTube because so many people keep making fun of my voice, my height, my personality, my attitude. They don't like me. Imagine if I quit because of that. That's equivalent to what he's saying right now. Oh, he shamed me. Oh, poor me. Professional victims.
When I started realizing that it was a gross benefit instead of a punishment I had to put onto myself for people like you to maybe respect me.
It's not about getting respect from them. It's respect for yourself. I don't understand this mindset. Do you really think I go to the gym so that Myron or some guy can say, I respect you? I go to the gym because it's good for me. It feels good for myself. I do it for me. I'm the one that counts. Yeah, added bonus. Some people are saying, wow, you're in shape. You look fit. That's healthy. That's a bonus. But the basic need is that you need to be healthy for you.
The day that I weigh in and it was like the scale read 1 pound over, like I would take those pills that make you shit, literally, to like lose that extra pound to see.
Do you think that that is the way to lose weight? That that's somewhat healthy? I think no one out there believes it. Raise your hand out there if anyone, a single person out there, thinks that eating junk food is good for you. I don't see anyone doing this. Every one of you, everyone out there already knows a thing or two about fitness. Let me ask you a few questions. Do you think that exercising is healthy? That doing cardio is going to help you lose weight? All of you know this. Do you think that lifting weights is good for you? All of you know this. Do you think that if you eat less food that you're going to lose weight? You know this. And so what's your excuse now of just educating you? So every single person that watched this video, you now have no excuses. If somebody shames you, makes fun of you, if Myron says, I don't like you because you're fat, is that really going to be your excuse to remain fat? Is that really what your answer is? Please don't tell me you're that.
I would do things in response to me not getting that positive stimulus to hurt myself ultimately. Do I have therapy now? Yeah.
Again, you're making excuses. If somebody shames you and you hide into yourself and you get closed off, it's another excuse. You're in fact a loser. If somebody can shame you out of doing something that you know you should be doing for your health, you're a freaking loser. And no, you don't like hearing it. And oh, Coach Reg, you're actually shaming us right now. Well, so what? You really gonna let shaming stop you from doing what you know you should be doing? Ridiculous. You know, I'm gonna tease you if you treat your wife and children with respect. Oh, he shamed me. He made fun of me. You really going to be that pathetic of a parent, of a father, of a partner by saying, oh, I can't treat my wife with respect or my children with dignity because somebody might shame me for it. You know you should be treating your children and your wife with respect. And so it doesn't matter. The Rock knows it doesn't matter what anyone else tells you. It's on you to do what you know to be true. And so, of course, if you're looking to get a boost to help you to lose weight, you can, of course, take GO2 Max, a main ingredient, NMN, will help you to have more endurance than last time, allow you to do more cardio, and the more cardio you do, the more weight you're going to lose. Of course it is. It's not rocket science. Going to the gym, you can, of course, take Turk Builder or Ecti Builder. There are other supplements like fat burners, pre-workout, protein powders. There's creatine, which is 50% off on my website. You're interested in any of these supplements, don't hesitate. Get over to my website, code Greg, 15% off. Subscribe, click the bell button, comment to boost the algorithm. Please like the video and add all your hate comments towards Coach Greg. I'll check them out. I'll read your comments. We can debate it harder than last time. Watch one of those two bloops. Interested in coaching plans by me and my team, phone calls and so on. Head over to my website, code Greg, 15% off. The clothing line, everything over there. And until next time, I am out.